For a long time, since the 70s at least, we've been talking about building applications out of multiple modules. This is not a new idea. Strangely though, most of the modern development languages and platforms we work with today don't have built-in support for modularity. Java, for example, does not have anything beyond the jar file or package structure that even resembles a modular structure. So while you can break your application up into multiple conceptual modules using jar files, really there's nothing there to enforce that modularity. Any jar file, once thrown in the class path, ends up falling apart, and you have classes just laid out where any other class that's also been dropped on the class path can see it. There's no way to constrain how those interact with each other. As a consequence, you end up with some tight coupling, some potential tight coupling between your code. Granted, a very disciplined developer can prevent themselves from introducing that coupling, but really unless modularity is enforced, it doesn't exist, because even the most well-intentioned developer will sometimes either purposefully or accidentally introduce coupling between objects that should not be coupled. In this talk, I'm going to show you OSGI. OSGI is a modularity framework, a modularity specification that's been around for over 10 years now that adds modularity to the Java platform. It takes advantage of some of the existing infrastructure of the Java platform, things like jar files and their manifest files, to support modularity. It enables you to create jar files where not everything in that jar file is public for everyone else to see. Also, I'm going to show you how to take advantage of some of the newer features in the OSGI specification, specifically things that came from Spring Dynamic Modules, what's now known as OSGI blueprints. The idea here is being able to take classes that are part of your modules and publish them as services in a service repository. This allows other modules to consume those services in a sort of an intra-VM SOA. And I know SOA has gotten a bad rap over the last few years, but this is not the same SOA that the web services folks talk about. This is talking about taking an application, building up out of services. Those services just happen to be living and being published through jar files. The same jar file structure we've all become familiar with. So in this session, let me show you how to build up applications, modular applications, using OSGI.